welcome back to another 6 kilo figure review with me, your host, That Mania. And today, we are adding another Oscar Isaac to the collection. This will be number 3 currently, with many more to come. Obviously, this is Duke Leto Atreides from House Atreides from the Dune film anthology series, whatever I'm trying to say here. So this is the one I've been more excited for, so I was saving it for second, because obviously I love Oscar Isaac, and I loved this movie with Oscar Isaac, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this looks, to see if this Oscar Isaac will be just as good as the other ones in the collection. So here's the box art. As we can see, just like with Gurney, it is just him on the front, looking stoic as ever. Pretty much the same thing going on. The knife on the side, the armor, him. It's probably going to be the same box layout. Again, looks very similar to like a Destiny loading screen. We have the beautiful Duke Leto Atreides there. House Atreides here. Same on that side. And normal back stuff. But we don't care about that. We want to see the figure, don't we? So let's bring him out right now, shall we? So as far as initial impressions go, I mean, it's fairly the same between this guy and the Gurney figure. All the same problems that I had with that one, I'm still having with this one, minus the head. This one, I mean, I just, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but I don't know if I'm happy with it at all. Really? We'll get back to that. But anyway, armor looks good. Sculpt looks meh. Let's take a deep dive and talk about this whole guy, because I don't know how much longer I can wait to not talk about him, or to talk about him. You take your pick. So this guy comes with the exact same accessories as Gurney, same hands, same knife, same arm. It's the same armor. You could take this armor and give it to anybody. You could put mask head sculpt on this and make it just a generic Atreides soldier. I'm shocked they didn't do that. The only thing that is different between this release, other than the sculpt, is this binocular thing. This way you can view the figure from afar or from up close. Let's take a closer look, shall we then? Oh my god, he's so close now. So I don't think I like this sculpt. It looks like a really tired old Oscar Isaac, which I guess he's supposed to be tired and old, but I don't really see him from every angle. His eyes are just like he's like falling asleep. The beard, again, I'm having a big problem with the beards here, where they look really cheap. They don't look very good. The hair is alright. I like the way the hair is for the most part. But I'm just not feeling the sculpt in general. It's okay. It's passable. I'll be happy for now. But I feel like it could be a lot better for the amount of time that I had to wait for this guy to release. Because this guy went up after Dune 1, and we're on Dune 2. We're past Dune 2 at this point. So I'm just, I'm confused what's been going on in all of that time, where the sculpts should look perfect from the get-go. Hey, you see his ears there, that's fun. He kind of looks like a, what you would assume an older Ezra from Rebels would look like if they didn't make one. I don't know, he's got that like animated. He's got like an animated look to him. It doesn't look realistic. It looks more like animated. Like the, if you watched my swap of sculpts with the Black 8 Studios Andrew Garfield sculpt, that has a bit more like cartoony feeling to it as well. It's not like fully there. This has that same feeling to me. I'm not going to talk about the armor all too much, because there's no point if you watched the previous video. Armor's super nice. I like the way that they're strapped on there. If you watched, if you saw previously, you could see the Velcro on there. Really, you can unvelcro it and it allows for some real arm range of motion. And as long as you don't break the straps, you're pretty fine. Something I didn't talk about in the previous version or previous video is this nice little, I'm assuming a rank plaque right there of some sort. And the collar looks super cool. This kind of has like the same feeling to it that Rhino from the Amazing Spider-Man has, where it's like that gunmetal like armory. You can see like bolts and stuff. It's fun. I like it. I love the armor. Again, almost everything about this guy is great, except for where it matters the most, the visible sculpt, which is the worst thing to screw up on a figure like this. Chest is the same, armor is the same, again with the force field button. If you want to do the force field, this is an added feature, by the way. So all you have to do the force field, you have to press the button and then that's an added feature. Trust me. But yeah, I mean, it's just all the same pretty much all the way down to the feetsies, which are just as loose as Gurney's, which is a shame because he is struggling to stand without a stand. I mean, he's got a nice stoic look to him. Like from right here, it's fine. But like you start turning it and you see like the color blending and it's mesh and it's just not speaking as well. Anyway, since we do have two figures now, why don't we get some comparisons going? By means of some sort of miracle, I got both of them standing without a stand. It's an almost impossible task. It's like trying to build a spaghetti bridge in Manhattan for actual cars. It's an almost impossible task. But when you do get them next to each other, it's a lot happier of a view. These guys together, I mean, I forgive a lot. I'm a very forgiving guy. The price on this is a little much, especially when I've had third-party figures do better Oscar Isaac head sculpts. I'm looking at you, So Toys. But, which was cheaper, I believe. Together, they look a lot better. I do wish we got a couple more characters to go in, in this little lineup. But here, I'm a lot happier with the way these are turning out. Because, I think they're like meant to be together on a shelf, right? Alone, they're like Moss and Minos and Teen Titans. Alone, they're normal, but together, there's something special. So I'm happy. I'm a lot happier seeing these guys together. It's definitely, it's smoothing out a couple of the issues I've been having by just seeing them together. It's weird how that works, right? It's like the cheerleader effect. Anyway, let's get a little less happy and go to do some articulation with just Mr. Duke Leto Atreides here by himself. So, because of the beard, you're not getting a life-ending 360 degrees. The beard and the hair stop it because of the collar armor, which is a shame. Arm goes up that far. Again, this does come off, so you can get a bit higher if need be. We're not too worried about that, though. Up that far. Back that far. 90 degrees. Articulation's probably going to be the same because it's probably the exact same body. There is no crunch because it's armor. Decent spread. Up that far. Be careful of this, apparently. Back none. Knee and free foot. So anyway, Mr. Duke here he'll pose. I don't know what pose you would need him to do since he is the stoic leader who dies. But he does pose. So I'm happy about that. Anyway, let's get to the end of the video and wrap up Dune week, shall we then? It almost had me. Everything was fine and dandy, and I was happy. And then I realized there's no hand to hold those binoculars, so you have to jam it into his normal open hands, which is a shame because it's a nice pair of binoculars, but you'll never be able to truly pose him with it because one day that will slip out because his hands aren't designed for it. But for now, I was able to jimmy it and jam it, and I was able to jimmy jam it in there, but I'm not happy about it. Almost had me, figure. You almost had me. Like I was starting to slide towards his side. Again, this by no means is a bad figure. This is not like the Premier Toys or Premium Toys or whatever, Dr. Fate. That's a bad figure. There's few redeeming qualities about this one. This one has a lot going for it. It's just a few things that, like, in the fourth quarter they just decided weren't good enough, I guess, to change. They decided to throw the game because the die was cast. They said they probably, 1 second left on the clock. They said the die was cast, threw an interception, and called it a day. But anyway, let me know how you feel about this guy. Are you happy with the current Dune figures out? Did you get the regular Paul Atreides as well? I skipped that one because I'm getting the still suit from InArt, and I thought it was pointless to get both. But if you got that one, let me know, and let me know how you feel about these guys. Do they stand up to your expectations? Are they a little bit disappointing, like how I feel right now? These are the questions, and these are the questions that need answering. How do you feel about Dune? Are you a Dune guy? Are you not a Dune guy? Are you just watching this video because you wanted to watch this video and you just really want to support that Metro Mania as a channel and you really love me, you really want to give me the watch time? Because that's the right answer. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to subscribe and like the video as well, because, those two special things, they help the channel a lot, and the channel has been doing pretty well. So it's nice to be able to keep that train rolling, especially on Dune Week. I feel like Dune Week's not going to do too well because I don't think everybody's and their mother's looking out for the new Dune figures. But I'm the figure guy. Got to get these new figures out for you, and Dune Week is all right with me. And as always, I've been me, and you've been you, and thank you for watching another 6-scale figure review, where hopefully you join me next time when we review something maybe new. I will see you then.